Anybody can do equine therapy. You absolutely do not need any horse experience whatsoever to do equine therapy. It's just therapy with horses. It's essentially taking a person who's looking for some kind of therapeutic intervention, could be anything from depression and anxiety to anger to grief and loss, and we're allowing the horse to become a part of that relationship. I started this equine therapy program with Miss Nancy.
My son Louis passed away when he was 16. And we were prepared for it because we knew it was coming. And what I was shocked about, though, is how deep into grief I did go. Grief shows itself in a lot of different ways. I think I was on a downward spiral just because I was looking for purpose in my life. My purpose died. I was depressed, I don't think I knew it. And it was just a fluke that I walked into a horse barn looking to take riding lessons. That's something to do. And that was my equine therapy. And I know for a fact that equine therapy works. Brought me back to life. The entire horse experience has changed my life in a way that I don't think anything else has ever had an impact on my life. We're really excited about these 3-day workshops that are coming up. And our first one that's coming up in December, I'm really excited about because it's going to be our grief workshop. Any age group can sign up for this. My dream is that we would get enough people who are interested in it for their children who have lost siblings, parents, grandparents, that are having a hard time struggling with the grief. I would love to get them their own group.
People tend to connect easier with the horses because the horses have no judgment. The really cool thing about it is that in a traditional therapy relationship, it's just the therapist and the person who's coming in for help. When we do equine therapy, it's the therapist, the person, and the horse. Horses are animals that mirror human emotions, and they allow us to get in there and to talk about things that, you know, for the traditional person in an office, they just may not open up about. We don't train the horses at all. They're totally just normal horses. It's not at all like therapy dogs where we train them to be calm and quiet and to not react. We just let them be horses. If they're having an issue with a spouse or a parent at home, a lot of times that will come out with their interactions with the horse, and then we can talk about sort of how those behaviors correlate across the settings. And it allows people to work through those things in the moment so that they realize that they can do that when they go home outside of session. I've seen kids who refuse to talk to anybody open up and pour their hearts out to their horse. I've seen other kids with severe ADHD who come out here, and the real life-altering moment for these kids is when they realize that they have to slow their bodies down in order to get the horse to stop and to relax and to approach them. We can't do that in the office, right? But when they're out here and they realize that the only way to get that lead rope on the bottom of that horse's halter is to relax and to slow down, right? That's where the change happens. That's the life-altering moment.
Horses heal the soul. Anybody that is involved in horses will tell you that. Just want to make people feel better about themselves.
I think the most important thing about equine therapy is the connection that people make with their horse. Regardless of any therapy outcomes that are positive, that relationship with the horse is something that the people who do equine therapy get to take away forever.